Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Unitek SD card reader. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this open here. So here we have the card reader, and this supports USB 3.0 and USB Type-C. So if we pull the packaging out, there's a little lanyard under this, so we can clip this on to the reader like so, and it has caps over both of the connectors. So this makes it easier to carry. You could add this to a key ring or you could strap it on in your bag. And this is elastic here, so you could like put this over something. So this has two slots in it. So this supports SD cards and micro SD cards. So here I have a Samsung SD card and it will fit in like so. And this is actually an adapter. Inside of that we have a micro SD card. I'll take that one out so I can reach this a little easier. I think that goes in, and that will go in like that. So what you want is the label of your SD card or micro SD card to be up when the slot's in the top position. So you can see here the label's up on each SD card. So now I'm going to head over to my computer and I'll run some tests with this. Okay, so I'm on my Mac now and I'll be testing this using Amorphous Disk Mark. So this is similar to the Crystal Disk Mark software on Windows, but this is a Mac version. So I'm going to plug the reader into the USB port. We can see it on the desktop here. I'll select it in my software. I'll hit choose and then I'll hit all to run all tests. Now this will take a while, so I'm going to speed up the video here. Okay, so the test is finished, and if we look at the second line here, this is going to be similar to the results you would get from copying photos and videos to and from this SD card. So here we got 94 megabytes per second read and 82 megabytes per second write. The top line would be if you're running multiple processes, and the bottom lines are for random reads and writes. If we go up here to the upper right, I can change it to IOPS, and you can see the input outputs per second. So I'm running this test using USB 3 on a MacBook Pro from 2015, but I also ran this on my Mac Mini with M1 processor, and I took some screenshots of those results. I'll pull those up. So the results on the right are from the M1 and the left are from my 2015 MacBook Pro. And you can see some of the results are similar and some are not. Now the Macs with the M1 processor are known to have some slow USB speeds, and you can kind of see that here in some ways. Like the random read writes are slower by about a third, but you can see the read speeds are about the same. Let's go into the IOPS, and here you can see it's a lot faster on this older computer than the Mac Mini with the M1 processor. So I wouldn't attribute this to the card reader or the SD card. I would attribute that to the computer itself. So I've inserted a second SD card here, and you can access two SD cards at the same time. So I have a micro SD card and an SD card in here at the same exact time. So here you can see I had two SD cards in there at the same time. So that's the Unitek USB and USB Type-C card reader. I really like the size of this. It's really small. It would be easy to throw in a bag. It's nice that it supports SD and micro SD cards, and you can use them at the same time. That's a handy feature. This way, if you don't have an adapter around, you can still read those micro SD cards. It's also nice that this supports two types of USB, so it'll work with pretty much any computer. This will also work with things like smartphones. So if you have an Android phone that uses USB-C, you can plug this into it. You can plug this into a Chromebook, Surface, MacBook. You could plug it into iPad Pro that has USB-C. Having two types of USB-C on this makes it incredibly versatile. So if you're looking for a small compact card reader, this is definitely one you're going to want to check out. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.